Hello everyone. In this lecture we're actually just going to be going over the questions on the statements assessment test just to make sure you understand everything. So let's go ahead and get started. So this first question here, I want you to use these three different methods, for, split, and if, to create a statement that will print out letters that start with S given this string. Okay. Next up, I want you to use range to print all the even numbers from 0 to 10. After that, I want you to use list comprehension to create a list of all numbers between 1 and 50 that are divisible by 3. Then I want you to go through this string below, and if the length of a word is even, go ahead and print even. Then I want you to write a program that prints the integers from 1 to 100. But for multiples of 3, I want you to print fizz instead of the number. And for multiples of 5, print buzz. For numbers which are multiples of both 3 and 5, print fizz buzz. Now, this is a really common question, and it's one of the first basically screening tests for a lot of interviews just to make sure you actually know syntax of a language. So make sure you really understand that question. After that last question, I just want you to use list comprehension to create a list of the first letters of every word in this string below. Okay, so it's a pretty short assessment test, and the reason for that is we're going to be using a lot of this knowledge as far as statements and assessment or statements go throughout the course. So you're going to be seeing this over and over again. Okay, so best of luck and great job. Hello everyone, and welcome to the lecture on the statements assessment test solutions. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. I'll do a brief overview of the solutions, and you can check out the Jupyter Notebook to take a more detailed look. First up was use for, split, and if to create a statement that will print out the letters that start with S. So what I did was say for word in this string, call the split method on it, and that will return a list of all the words, because I'm splitting by the white space. And then I said if word index of 0, so the first letter of that word, is equal to S, go ahead and print that word. Next up, use range to print all the even numbers from 0 to 10. So I said range, go from 0, 11, remember because indexing starts at 0 and it goes up to 11 but not including 11. And then I did spacing by 2, or that was my step size. Next, for list comprehension to create a list of all numbers between 1 and 50 that are divisible by 3, I just said x for x in range 50 if x mod 3 is equal to 0. Equal because it's a Boolean check. After that, I wanted you to go through the string below, and if the length of the word is even, print even. And I'm going to refresh this real quick to show the answer. Okay, I refreshed, so sorry if there was a jump or a glitch there, but now I have the solution. So for going through the string below and checking if the length of a word is even, I said for word and st split. If the length of that word mod 2 is Boolean check equal to 0, print, and you could have printed whatever you wanted here. I just printed the word plus this arrow saying has an even length. FizzBuzz, you can go ahead and check out this answer. Should have been pretty similar to what we discussed in the lecture. And then at the end, I wanted you to use list comprehension to create a list of the first letters of every word in the string below. So what I did was say word index 0 for word in st.split. So go ahead and check out this Jupyter Notebook and check out the details of the code in case you're confused on anything. And as always, feel free to start a discussion question in case you want more clarification. All right, thank you, and I'll see you at the next lecture.